Welcome to GadgetNate's Week in Review and Preview. This covers December 21st, 2020 through Sunday, December 27th, 2020. I'm planning to do this every week for the next year as a way to make sure that I'm making steady progress towards my goal and learning from the activities of the previous week. I continue with my countdown to the moon project, interviewed Gina Carlo on Monday, also reviewed my interview from a year ago with Sammy, did a little write-up on GadgetNate.com. Also on Monday, we had our first elections and business meeting for the North Houston Space Society. We elected presidents, vice president, secretary, treasurer, and also two additional directors. And we decided on the meeting times for our monthly outreach meetings and our next business meeting. Tuesday, interviewed Bailey for my countdown to the moon and got to reflect on my interview a year ago with Tammay. Wednesday, interviewed Will, who works with me at Anaplan, and his mom, Judy. That was great. And also got to reflect on my interview last year with Sterling's in downtown Houston. On Thursday, December 24th, I interviewed Yoav, who had worked on Space IL, which was the Israeli group that was planning to land a probe on the moon last year. Unfortunately, the probe didn't slow down enough and actually crashed into the surface, but it was a huge accomplishment notwithstanding. Reviewed the interview I had with Julian, and I had missed the fact that he made a reference to Mission Mongo, which was about the Indian mission to send a orbiter around the moon, which happened about a few years ago. Also on Friday, December 25th, interviewed Dia, and also reflected on my interview with Radha from a year ago. She was halfway through her first year at Rice. I mean, at this point, we had no idea that COVID would cause classes to go virtual in about 2.5 months. And then, of course, December 25th was Christmas Day. We opened gifts. It's a great time at home. And on Saturday, got to interview Lena and reflect on my interview last year of April over at the Exxon in Cold Springs. And then Sunday, today, interviewed Lynn and then reviewed my interview last year with Roj. In addition to that, this week I've been thinking a lot about building a hydroponics setup or aquaponics setup. I have a place for fish with a settling tank, which feeds into a media bed, which then feeds into the floating hydroponics area, and then a pump would circulate the water back to the beginning. Also got to go to the community area where they actually have a big, gigantic decorated Christmas tree. And we exchanged gifts there with the Malhotras. Also, Nikita, Bablu, and I went on a long walk through some urban areas. And today we actually went to the Houston Park and we met up with the Malhotras there. There was this huge hill with this water running down it. You could walk all the way up to the top. It was closed, unfortunately, so you couldn't actually walk up, but it was really neat. So just to summarize my accomplishments for the week, 7 days of Countdown to the Moon interviews, 7 days reviewing last year's North Houston Space Society. We had our first elections, 2020 chapter report draft complete, the monthly outreach meeting set and next business meeting set. Also a successful Christmas celebration, significant winter cleaning. On the side of my house, I had all these buckets and pipes and everything, and now I've been able to clean all that out. This is actually where I'm planning to put the fish tank for my aquaponics setup. I have some ideas on how to build that tank, and I'm hoping to do some prototypes of it sometime soon. I've also been following this no coffee, no tea regimen, and I've been hoping it would make me sleep better, but unfortunately I'm still waking up in the middle of the night. I'm hoping that this is actually an okay thing. Maybe I just need less sleep than I used to. And I'm preparing for the arrival of the tonal tomorrow by actually cleaning out the place where we plan to install it. I wish I had some before and after pictures of that. My plans for this week: 7 more countdown to the moon interviews, 7 reviews last year, countdown to the moon interviews. Um, Figure out a way to put the countdown to the moon site on a micro SD card that'll be sent to the moon. Complete the North Houston Space Society chapter report. The final template came out, so need to make sure that all the information is put in there. Also plan to do some significant marketing of the Jan 9th North Houston Space Society meeting. I have put an about page on our website about our new leadership. I finished reading Notes from Underground by Fyodor Dostoevsky. I'm hoping to do 7 days of exercise on tonal. No commitments in terms of time, but at least do some exercise on tonal every single day. And then run 3 miles, run 3 days this week, 3 miles each, and looking to try to do less than a 12-minute mile, which should be really, really easy, since I don't think I've been that slow in a long time. But um, just setting the uh, bar really easy for this week since I haven't been running for a while. And then continue the no coffee, no tea, and enjoy my last 7 days of vacation. So until next week, I hope you all have a wonderful week.